For a close-up look at all your Concho Valley High School football, this is Inside the Game, sponsored by Mitchell Automotive Group.
Welcome to week one of football season and also week one of Inside the Game. In the state of Texas, it's a tradition unlike any other. It's the time of year when communities shut down to go watch their favorite teams take the field for Friday Night Lights. Tonight, Lakeview got a chance to have their home opener, their opponent, Lamesa, who beat them 47-2 last season. The Chiefs also haven't won a home opener since 2007, so there was some incentive to take a win tonight. Chiefs recognized their seniors prior to kickoff, and they are fired up and ready to go at San Angelo Stadium. We'll pick it up late in the first quarter. No score, Albert Rodriguez heaves it downfield, and he finds J.J. Caesar. He makes the perfect catch on the edge of the sideline for the first down. 2 plays later, Rodriguez is going to keep it. He makes a cut move, breaks a few tackles, and pushes his way into the end zone for the touchdown. He's fired up. Lakeview's fired up. They lead 6-0 after a missed extra point. Second quarter, Queso Sims for Lamesa finds a Lakeview Chief. That's Anthony Mendez. That's a pick 6. And Lakeview is up by 2 touchdowns, 12-0. They had a failed 2-point conversion after that possession. How about the Chiefs' defense, and how about a little bit more of it? Sims gets swallowed up here by Jeremy Hernandez for the loss. Lakeview led 19-0 at half and went on to take the season opener, first time since 2007. They win 38-30. Our Rachel Turnock was there, and she's at San Angelo Stadium for more.
Thank you, Jaden. It was Lakeview's defense that was the story tonight as they shut out Lamesa 19-0 in the first half. But it just started out with Lamesa's second drive. Johnny Espinoza with that interception. There were 2 interceptions in the first quarter, and then finally the third interception by Anthony Mendez. That was that pick 6 that you guys saw in the highlights as Lakeview went up 12-0 in that failed 2-point conversion. It was also a sack party for the Chiefs in the first half. They had 5 total sacks tonight, 4 of those coming from Jeremy Hernandez. He was on fire tonight. He had such a great night as the Chiefs led 19-0 at the half, and then they carried that over into the second half as Espinoza returned the opening second half kickoff 90 yards for a touchdown to get it going for the Chiefs. But Lamesa did come storming back. They made this one a game, but Lakeview did hang on, and they did get the win 38-30. It was their first win to open up a season since 2007, and they were just so excited about it. I actually saw head coach Hector Guevara as he was walking off the field, and it was kind of just like, it was just a relief with it being senior night and with it being the first game of the season. He was just really happy that this team got this win, just all of the hard work that they've put on, not just since 2-a-days, but just since the off season. It's just something that they really wanted for the San Angelo community and just for the fans, and they got it tonight for these 15 seniors. Huge win as they're going to hit the road next week. We're going to have more on their road matchup coming up later on in the show. But again, the Chiefs win tonight 38-30. From now at San Angelo Stadium, I'm Rachel Turnock. Jaden, back to you.
This update sponsored by Bug Express.
The Central Bobcats were in action tonight, the first time in over 5 seasons that they've won 6 times in the last 5 seasons. Central has won all 5 meetings that they've had against Colleen Shoemaker. They squeaked out a win 19-7 last season. The Bobcats have won 6 straight, so they were looking for that win. They had history on their side, but sadly, Colleen Shoemaker came out and beat the Bobcats tonight. Final score of 51-21. They'll be back at home next week for a matchup against Del Rio at San Angelo Stadium at 7 p.m. There was a big game last night in Mason. It was one of the bigger games. Here we are at the Puncher Dome. The Mason Hawks, I'm stumbling, guys. Sorry about that. Mason taking on Wall. Let's get this excitement going. Mason coming out on the field. A lot of excitement around this matchup. First quarter, Clay Klerner gets the pitch. He fumbled, and Wall would recover it. Hawks with an easy possession to score. Mason Fuchs finds his receiver in the corner of the end zone, and Wall, just like that, is out to an early lead. Later in the first quarter, Chase Rios with it. He breaks a few tackles. Rios is going to find the end zone, and the Hawks are out to a 15-0 lead. We're going to still be in the first quarter. Walt Cinch-Dickey is going to end up with this ball. He makes a spin move right there, and he finds green grass in front of him. That's all he saw, folks, and he would find the end zone. Wald takes a 21-0 lead after the failed two-point conversion. Not much action in the second, but right here, right before halftime, Mason's quarterback, Matthew Kerr's trying to go deep, and he finds Jake Andrews for Wall. He picks it off and would set up great field possession going into halftime. And then Mason Fuchs again rolls out, and he finds Deersick again. The Hawks go into halftime with a 27-0 lead, and they went on to win this one 47-7. Houston Guy getting to hold the trophy right there. And after the game, Coach was pretty excited about his football team.
You know, I knew that this was going to be a good football team. I knew that we had some tools that were going to make us explosive offensively and very, very deadly defensively. I think defensively we're very, very fast, very, very aggressive. I think probably one of the best defensive teams we've had in a long time, and that says quite a bit. You know, offensively, we've got to make sure that we stay healthy, and we make sure that our depth doesn't get too thin, that it gets to be a factor for us. And I think that right now we got all the pieces to be a very good football team.
We'll go back and watch film tomorrow and see what all we did good, what all we did bad, what we can work on. But really, I mean, it really is a team win tonight. I mean, that defense, I mean, besides that one bad field position, that's a shutout by our defense. And the offensive linemen tonight and the backs and just the way they're able to make cuts and blocks, and the offensive linemen really holding those blocks for that long a time to let us get out on the perimeter and run. It's a huge team win.
Next week won't get any easier for the Hawks. They'll be on the road facing number 9 Cisco at 7:30 next Friday at Chesley Stadium. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll have plenty of more highlights. Ballinger and Brady was tonight, the old rivalry. So stick around. We'll have more Inside the Game right after this break.
Buy more, save more during the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Get $100 off every $1,000 you spend, plus no interest financing until January 2024. Hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Furniture Row ends Monday.
Just like the cowboys who work the cattle from dawn till dark. Just like the farmers who plow the fields from sunup to sundown. Triple pane windows do the job around the clock without complaint. Window Depot is your full-time partner for windows and doors. Hard work driven, your hometown brand. Window Depot, corner of North Chadbourne and Loop 306.
Introducing Price for Life, the lifetime deal from Suddenlink. Get Altice One Plus Internet for just $54.99 a month for life. Not for 1 year, not for 2 years, not for 3 years, but for as long as you're a customer. Call 888-588-4708 now, and you'll get 100 meg internet with unlimited data available, 4K Ultra HD, over 200 channels, and voice-activated remote all included. Plus, right now, you'll get a $100 Amazon.com gift card, all for $54.99 a month. For life, yes, $54.99 will always be $54.99. And no, you've never, ever seen a TV and internet offer like this. You get all this with no annual contracts. Already stuck in a contract? We'll give you up to $500 when you switch. Call 888-588-4708 or visit suddenlink.com today. Get the once-in-a-lifetime deal that actually lasts a lifetime. Only at Suddenlink.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, get $100 off any Purple mattress and get your choice of a free gift. Plus, no interest until January 2024. Hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale ends Monday.
Bug Express.
Is her mic on? Welcome back to Inside the Game. I'm Rachel Turnock, live out here at San Angelo Stadium, where Lakeview hosted Lamesa for not only their season opener, but also for senior night. A nice way to start out the night, and also a nice way for the Lakeview Chiefs as they got the win. 38-30 was the final. It was a big night for the defense, as Lakeview was just looking awesome on defense tonight, especially in the first half. Jeremy Hernandez, 5 sacks for the Chiefs tonight, 4 of them coming from Jeremy Hernandez, and the Chiefs just rolled to a victory. So on the road next week, they're going to head down to Fabens to take on Fabens, who they did beat last year, by the way, 35-0 in week 2. Lakeview shut them out last year here, but Fabens was on the road tonight against Van Horn, and so with Fabens having their home opener next week against Lakeview, you can guarantee that they're going to be fired up against the Chiefs as well. But definitely a great win for Lakeview, coming out 1-0 to start out the season, and a great night for their 15 seniors as well on the road next week, going down to Fabens, who they did beat last year. Well, reporting live from San Angelo Stadium, I'm Rachel Turnock. Jaden, back to you in the studio.
This update sponsored by Bug Express.
Now for a good old-fashioned West Texas rivalry out in 3A. Brady and Ballinger met up for the 89th time tonight at Bearcat Stadium. The Bearcats have commanded the all-time series 57-32, but last year Brady won by 1 point in overtime, 20-19. The Bulldogs were ready for this one before the season even started.
The atmosphere around that game, it's going to be a huge game, lots of people there. Everybody's going to know who we are when we roll up. Just the season opening win in general is always a good thing, but beating Ballinger, they're like rivals to us, that would just propel us even more.
We're ready to ball out and tell them what we got.
Brady taking on Ballinger at Bearcat Stadium. These two teams have a history. First play from scrimmage, Edgar Nunez steps back and is picked off by Ty Walker, excuse me. Not the way you want to start off the season if you're the Bearcats, and they responded with a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Right there, they're out to an early lead. Then, first quarter still. That lead would not last long. Nunez tosses it to Darren Hall, who stumbles in for 6, and that would be where Ballinger was able to come back in this one. The final score of that game was still going on in the fourth quarter, and I think, if I remember right, Ballinger was up. We'll have the final. Yeah, there it is, 26-22. The Bearcats take it over Brady. El Dorado taking on TLCA at Lakeview Stadium. The Eagles versus the Eagles. Second play from scrimmage. Kevin Cubiares finds Cooper Medor, and he finds his way in the end zone. El Dorado out to an early 7-0 lead. Now TLCA's quarterback J.R. Wilson rolls back. The Eagles were trying to score, and it's intercepted by Corbin Cubiares, and he would end up taking this one all the way to the end zone. It was called back, though, for a block in the back. That didn't matter, though, but for the Eagles, they would end up coming out in the second quarter and going right back to work. Cubiares rolls out to his left, and he connects with his brother Corbin. He cuts across the field, breaking tackles, and would go on to find the end zone. The El Dorado Eagles out to a 14-0 lead. Next possession for El Dorado. They would actually, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up. El Dorado was dominant tonight. He found his brother again for another touchdown. They went on to win 47-6. Some other games going on in 3A. Grape Creek fell to Maypearl tonight, 28-0 out in Brownwood. Bad night for the Grape Creek Eagles. Also, Ozona and Sonora were out at Bronco Stadium in Sonora, and Sonora went on to win this one 33-13. Next week, they will be back in action. And don't forget, after Inside the Game, the Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon is here with an encore from the Stranger Things cast. You don't want to miss that. Coming up after this break, we'll have stuff from 2A, Cristobal and Harper, some other teams like Miles and Rangers, so make sure you stay tuned to Inside the Game.
All hail the presidential portable restroom. Air-conditioned spaces, TV sets, fireplaces, and AM/FM stations.
You have to have one when you don't need one if you expect to have one when you do. And it's better to have one and not need one than to need one and not have one.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, get $100 off any purple mattress and get your choice of a free pillow, sheets, seat cushion, or mattress protector. Or save up to $400 on select Sealy Hybrid and Conform mattress sets and receive a free $200 Furniture Row gift certificate. Buy one set of Bedworks microfiber sheets and get the second free. Plus, no interest until January 2024. Hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale ends Monday.
A breakthrough in shopping is here. The Conslow Payment Finder finds the lowest payment tailored to you. Good credit or building credit.
And now, during the 4-day Labor Day Big Red Tag event at Cons Home Plus, get up to 45% off Red Tag TVs and 40% off Red Tag appliances. Plus, get an extra 10% off appliance packages. 4 amazing days to turn this into this and this into this.
Only from Cons Home Plus.
Sale event. Think repos, rental, and off-lease vehicles must be sold exclusively at Kelly Grimsley Kia on Arden Road this weekend only. Cars as low as $13,995 or no money down, $199 a month. Trucks begin at $299 a month with no money down. Several SUVs under 20 grand. And with every purchase, free oil changes and state inspections for life. Plus, we'll be open Monday, Labor Day for your shopping convenience. The liquidation sale event this weekend only.
Experience Kelly Grimsley Kia of San Angelo today.
All hail the presidential portable restroom. Air-conditioned spaces, TV sets, fireplaces, and AM/FM stations.
You have to have one when you don't need one if you expect to have one when you do. And it's better to have one and not need one than to need one and not have one.
Welcome back to Inside the Game. Coming into this season, Christoval had a ton of returners, 18 starters to be exact. Braden Wilcox, and don't forget about Edmondson on the offense and defense as a threat. Tonight, they opened their season at home against Harper. Here we go, out to Jack Party Memorial Stadium. Second quarter, no score. Braden Wilcox rolls to his right, trying to make something happen, and he lobs it to Bo Jolly. He would break a few tackles and takes it down the sideline to the end zone. Cougars out to a 7-0 lead. Would go to a bit of a break in the action later, though, in the quarter. Snap is high for Wilcox, but it doesn't matter. He's going to keep it and shows why he's one of the premier players in 2A. Wilcox stumbles, but would find the end zone. The cheerleaders doing some push-up. They'll have to do 14 of those because they're out to a 4-0 lead. And the Cougars went on to win this one by a big margin, 40-0 out in Christoval. Team in their district, Miles hosting Ranger. Opening drive is going to come up here for Miles. They forced it looks like a safety or a blocked punt. Snap goes over the punter's head. That would be a safety, excuse me. Ranger jumps on top of it. They're out to an early lead. But then Miles would get a safety of their own. They're right back in it. Now, Bulldogs closing the first quarter. Davian Martinez would find Jose Mata in the back of the end zone, and after a 2-point conversion, Miles went on to take a 10-6 lead. This one was went all Miles, though. They ended up steamrolling the Ranger 58-6. Some other action in that district. Menard fell to Cross Plains tonight, 34-7 out at Finley Field. Was not a good night for the Yellow Jackets. Also, Junction in 2A, they're currently still in action. There was a bit of a weather delay. Ingram Moore is winning, though, 24-21 out at Warrior Stadium in the third quarter. There were fans across the Concho Valley excited last night for Wall's matchup against Mason and tonight's game for Lakeview and Lamesa. So let's take a look at the fan cam from these matchups.
If you get a picture, you have to try it.
for Inside the Game is provided by Chick-fil-A.
And I wish we had some...
And rich, delicious Dr. Pepper.
Cool robot.
Thanks, but actually he's a cooler from the future.
Wow.
Don't touch. He's very cold. Dr. Pepper, so nice to treat you.
San Angelo's Furniture Row is reopening, and it's bigger and better than ever. You'll find the largest selection of incredible furniture and decor for every room at the lowest prices guaranteed. There's over 90 sofas to choose from, a huge selection of bedroom groups and kids' beds, and a great selection of quality, affordable mattresses from Denver Mattress, plus special financing plans to make your dream home a reality today. Stop in and join us for the grand reopening of the new, improved Furniture Row.
A new pellet smoking grill, something to tie the yard together and give a reason to show off all the hard work you put into your backyard. Dreamscapes has the grill you're looking for. Find everything you need to start your barbecue, from pellets to outdoor kitchen accessories. Dreamscapes carries the same big brand superstore retailers carry, and for the same price. And now for a limited time, with the purchase of a grill $4.99 and up, get a $100 gift card to Sklenarix Meat Market in Miles. Let Dreamscapes get you ready for the summer.
Hey, Alicia, who has the absolute best prices on newer used cars in all of West Texas?
That would be Jim Bass Cars and Trucks.
Right now, get a 2012 Honda CR-V, or a 2015 Subaru Impreza, or a 2011 Honda CR-V EXL. Your choice, just $10,977.
Shop 24/7 at BassBunch.com. Hey, Alicia, do you think I'm cute?
I would rather not answer that question.
Man, I wish we had some...
And rich, delicious Dr. Pepper.
Cool robot.
Thanks, but actually he's a cooler from the future.
Wow.
Don't touch. He's very cold. Dr. Pepper, so nice to treat you.
Welcome back to Inside the Game. Our six-man matchup of the week takes us out to Water Valley. The Wildcats have a new head coach in Nathan Hayes with two state champions from Kroll. On the other side, Robert Lee made a big head coaching hire of their own. They brought in six-man Hall of Fame head coach Kerry Owens out of retirement. The Wildcats were 4-6 last year, while Robert Lee was 7-4. Out to Water Valley we go. The Steers on the road against the Wildcats. Gunnar McCoy with the ball here, and he truck sticks someone getting into the end zone. That gives Water Valley an early 6-0 lead. Big gain here for Gabriel, the quarterback, scrambling out to his right, makes a defender miss, makes one more miss, and would be tackled down inside the 10-yard line. Then that set up Canyon Wise for a TD. He runs out to the right. Water Valley out to a 12-0 lead. Later, Kyle Bannister scores on a blocked punt there by the Wildcats. They're out to an 18-0 lead, and they would end up 45ing the Steers. Final score of that one was 53-8. Erie County, their first year in six-man, out in Bront tonight. And right away, the Erie County Hornets got things going. Jace Contreras with the carry here. He would end up going all the way to the end zone. The Hornets, with their extra point, get out to an early 8-0 lead. Second quarter now, Grider with the handoff to Osiel Garza. No one there to stop him. He finds the end zone, and just like that, Erie County is out to a 14-0 lead in just that first season. Head coach Don Koffel came over and made the change, and he's getting his guys fired up. They weren't done in the first half. Grider with the toss to his brother, Riley Grider. Brad sets the lead block. Off to the races goes Riley, and the Hornets out to a 22-0 lead. They went on to 45 them. They won 56-18. Now, last night, very best played Rule in Blackwell. The Falcons' defense was showing off early. Here they are, fourth down for Rule, and Chris Pennell scrambling around. He would pass it. It's batted down by Joshua Bolin. The ball now belongs to the Falcons. Later in the first quarter, Rule back on offense. Michael Medford jungling the ball. He fumbles it. It's recovered by Emerson. The Falcons are in business. Their fans excited for this one. But on the next play, the snap goes over the head of Connor Bars. Quick recovery, but he is sacked for a huge loss. Rule would get on the board at the end of the first quarter and take an 8-0 lead, and this would turn into a nail-biter. Very Best gets the win, 52-40. Sterling City taking on San Jacinto Christian last night in Garden City for the Garden City shootout. The Eagles put their foot on the gas quickly. Caden Pruitt with the 20-yard touchdown makes it 6-0. Then Kadeem Pruitt, this dude can run. He goes 50 yards to the house. Sterling City with the 20-0 lead. And then, all right, here's his rundown for Pruitt. He's going to make that cutback. That's where they would go up 14-0. And then how about some Sterling City defense making a stop here, coming up with a tackle. Sterling City ended the game at halftime. They're picked to go very far this year. They ended up going on to win 64-6. Picking up some other scores around six-man, Paint Rock lost to Leakey tonight. Number 6 ranked team in Dave Campbell's 46-0 out of Indian Field. And then you thought that high school football was done. That doesn't mean just because it's Saturday that the season is, or not the season, folks, that the first day is done. Eden will face number 9 Blackwell tomorrow night at 7:30 at Hornet Stadium. Week 1 of football is wrapped up in the books. You make sure you go out and catch that game. I want to thank everyone in our production crew here at KSAN. They made a lot of work go on behind the scenes, as well as people on the staff and in the newsroom, making sure that we had scores and up-to-date information. It was a little bit of a rough week here for Inside the Game Week 1, but I'm excited to get to be doing this with you for the rest of the high school football season. Next week, we'll be out at San Angelo Stadium when Central takes on Del Rio. Until then, here's some highlights from Week 1.
Inside the Game is sponsored by Mitchell Automotive Group.